New research adds to the confusion over which fats are healthy to eat. The latest study questions advice many of us have been following for years. Swap saturated fats such as butter for polyunsaturated fats like margarine and vegetable oils to keep the heart healthy. A cardiologist who did not actually take part in this study says the research puts an exclamation point on a recent series of studies that suggest our dietary advice is probably not based on good science.
It shows that one of the classical studies that was used to make the case that people ought to switch from butter to margarine and corn oil, when it was reanalyzed in a proper fashion, showed exactly the opposite of what it was claimed to have shown.
Yeah, that study published in the British medical journal re-examined data from a 45-year-old trial that looked at more than 9,000 people. The trial investigated whether switching saturated fat intake with corn oil would reduce the risk of heart disease by lowering blood cholesterol levels. Results show that people who switched to corn oil did reduce their cholesterol levels, but it did not reduce the risk for death from heart disease or other causes. Doctors say there's a lot we still don't know about certain types of fat in our diets.
I think the rest of the advice about diet, certainly the advice to limit cholesterol in the diet is not sound, and even our own U.S. dietary guidelines, which tend to be very conservative, is now beginning to recognize that a lot of that old advice about cholesterol in eggs was not good advice.
Doctors also say that the one fat that has solid science behind it is olive oil. A Spanish study showed that large quantities of olive oil reduce the risk of developing heart disease in study participants. Complete results for the study can be found in the British Medical Journal. For News 2, I'm Carolyn Murray.